Hey y'all, it's Stacy with Wilshire Collections. Y'all come on in and tell me hello. Happy Sunday afternoon or whatever day you watch on the replay. I am so excited for today because I'm going live right now and again tonight at 6 o'clock Central to round off our This is Bigger book party week. I feel like the week has flown by. It has been so fun. I hope you guys have enjoyed it too. So when y'all hop on, tell me hello. I thought this is what I'm spending my Sunday afternoon doing, so I thought I would come on live and do it with you guys for a little while. I have got a stack of these book plate stickers that I've already signed, and then an even bigger stack that still needs to be signed. So we're gonna hang out and chat. I'm gonna sign some of these. So come in, tell me hello, tell me what you're doing on this Sunday afternoon. I just have to start. Hello, Rebecca. Hi, guys. I see y'all. Thank you. Thank you. Share this video, too, if you don't mind. I would greatly appreciate it. Hey, Angela. So many of you guys have showed up night after night for This is Bigger book party week. And then I know a lot of you guys have been watching on the replay. I know a lot of you have told me you've been binging over the weekend, kind of getting caught up. And I'll say more about it tonight, but I do want to just say thank you for taking the time to be with me this week. And it has just meant the absolute world to me. And it's not the orders that are coming in. Yes, that has been fun and that has been exciting and all of that, but it's about the messages that I've gotten from you guys. It's about how much you are able to relate to the different parts of the book that I've shared and that I've read. That is the stuff that has literally just filled my cup and made me realize even more that this book is going to impact and be so special to so many people. And so thank you guys for that. It has just been truly just such a great week and such an honor. Hello, Trish and Tina and Julie. Hello, hello. Y'all come in. So that is how I'm feeling right now. Just full of like gratitude. I'm humbled. I'm just all the things, you guys. Like I said, your messages have just meant the world to me, and your comments. Resting on the couch watching. Perfect, Linda. That sounds like a great Sunday afternoon thing to do. So, oh my goodness, Julie, snowing there. It's cold again here today, but I can't complain. We don't have snow, but it is back down into the 30s today. I'm like, ay. You and Anthony were so great yesterday. Enjoyed it. Thanks, Janice. We had a great time. And then we had a great dinner last night. We went to dinner, Anthony and I and Tyler, and had a nice little dinner and some family time. So it was a really, really good day. But okay, real quick, in case you have missed any and or all of my lives this week, and if you have not seen, because I know y'all, like I have been blowing it up on the page with posts and reels and all the things. But as y'all know, Facebook doesn't like to show all the things to all the people. So the more we post, the more chances of different people seeing it, etc. So I promise after tonight, I will back off a little bit, but I've just been shouting it from the rooftops this week. But in case you missed it, my book, and I know it's backwards to you, but This is Bigger, How Community Calling, Encourage, Create Impact is officially on pre-order. Now, today is the last day to get this and get included with it as a thank you, this hand-signed book plate sticker. So this says, this is bigger when a page becomes a community, a business becomes a calling, and a following becomes a family. Thank you for being part of this story, Stacy, Wilshire Collections. And I'm going to show you guys, because I know there's been some questions on how to do this. Literally, this is a sticker. It will come with your order. So you will pre-order tonight before midnight if you want to get all of this. And it will also get you our invitation, the invitation to our virtual book launch party on March 24th, which there'll be more info coming, but that will be a Zoom style party where we can celebrate once books are in hand. But you will order now. In about a month, hopefully 3 to 4 weeks, your book will come to you in the mail like this in a cute little package. And inside your book will be your book plate sticker. If you're like, well, what do I do with that once I get it? Well, it's a sticker, friends. So literally all you're going to do, which good luck to me to do this with my nails, but let's see if I can get it peeled off. Y'all, this is the bad thing about fake press-on nails. It's really hard to do things like this. I should have brought over a little a little something, something to help me. Hold on. And I need my glasses because I cannot see what I'm doing. But I'm going to go ahead and stick this one on in the inside back cover of this book. Okay, come on. There we go. There we go. Okay, it's literally just a sticker, y'all. Okay, so now we have a sticker. You can choose to either place yours on the inside front cover or the inside back cover or anywhere that you would like to put it. I am going to put this one right here. Hold on, I want to make sure I get it exactly where I want it. And boom, you now have a hand-signed book plate sticker in your book. How cute and fun is that, y'all? Hello, Mary and Doreen. How are y'all? Is that not so stinking cute, you guys? This was the best way. I really wanted to be able, because so many of you guys asked about this leading up to all of this, about getting a signed copy. And so this is the best way to not only be able to get you a signed copy, but also include a little personal note. And we got to make it cute with, you know, the little pattern and stuff. So here's the thing about these. I was really excited to be able to do this and offer this as a thank you, just for those of you that are believing in this book from the beginning, right? Like, if you have said yes to purchasing this book this week, you're saying yes to something bigger, right? And I know you're going to realize your This Is Bigger moments as you read this book. But I knew that I would be excited to sign these, but I was not really expecting the emotions that have kind of come with it. I posted a reel the other day. If y'all have ever heard the song God Is in This Story by Katie Nicole and Big Daddy Weave, it is one of my favorites. And I literally blasted on repeat a lot of different times in my life. I actually even talk about it in the book. But I have been listening to it, and I would turn it on right now if Facebook would let me, but then they would flag this video and take it down. But a lot of times that I have been sitting here signing this stack, these are the ones that I have already signed, you guys, for ladies that have ordered the book. I am playing that song, and I'm thinking about each and every one of you, because so many of you, now not every person that's ordered, I haven't met them in person, or I don't recognize their name. I mean, there's a lot of names coming through that are new to me, but there's so many of you guys, Lori and Angela, you know, Sheila, like there's all these people that I've either met or I've connected with here. And it is truly just so special. So just know that as I'm signing these, I'm thinking of you guys. So what I want you to do is tell me in the comments if you have pre-ordered a book. And while I can't promise you that the exact one that I sign at that moment is going to be the exact one that ends up in your book, I'm going to do these with you guys in mind as I sign them, okay? So as I see your name saying, I got one, we're just going to sign some books together, or sign some book plate stickers together. Oh, thank you. You can feel my excitement through the screen. Hold on, I'm going to probably have to pull up comments over here, you guys, because my old eyes are just old, you know? They're just not working how they once were. But thank you. I'm definitely... Yes, Kathy, absolutely. Julie says, I love how you are doing this. Thank you. Sharon ordered, Brenda ordered. Let's get some book plates signed. And you guys, if you are wondering if this book is for you, if you're in a pivot, you've ever been in a pivot, if you're tired of playing small, if you have done it scared and you have been sitting on the edge of fear, if you've ever wondered if your story matters, if you're seeking joy, if you're seeking connection, community, any of this book is going to be for you, okay? And whether you have related to one thing, here's one for Cheryl, one thing that I have said or many things that I have said, you will be able to relate to so many parts of this book. Damon, I hear this one's for Damon. Special one for Damon. Y'all, I hope my Sharpie doesn't run out of ink. I got other ones in other colors, but I really want to finish it strong with this aqua. Linda ordered one. Let's get it signed for Linda. Thank you, Linda. Laurie ordered one. Angela ordered one. These are for y'all. It's so fun. And y'all, I feel like it is just, I don't know. I don't even know. It's just surreal. Every single bit of this is so surreal. Tracy ordered one. Angela ordered one. Did I already say Angela? That's for you, Tracy. Trish ordered. For you, Trish. This is for you. For you, Trish. Myrna ordered. This is for you. Tell me if you guys have tuned in to, Brenda says, you've already changed so many lives, even mine, just by being you. I want to thank you. Thank you, Brenda. Hello, Pat. This one's for you, Pat. If y'all have tuned in at all this week, I would love to know from you what parts or pieces you have connected to. This one's for you, Janice, from this week. You know, we have talked about so many different topics from, oh my gosh, just courage and creativity and doing it scared and family and laughter and balance and so many different things. But I would love to know kind of what has resonated with you guys the most this week. Doreen ordered. Here you go, Doreen. I can tell you the messages that I've gotten and comments that I've gotten kind of, I guess, the most response to has been hope in hard times, because hello, we've all had hard times, or maybe we're going through hard times right now as I speak, and doing it scared. And I think that those are just two topics that no matter who you are, where you are in life, you can relate to, right? You're welcome, Barbara. You are so welcome. But those are two of the chapters that I have just gotten so many comments and messages. Y'all, I feel like I can't talk and write at the same time. I don't want to mess up my signature. You know what? I have messed up about 20 of these so far, and it makes me so mad every time. I'm like, it's like after you do it for a while, you would think it would be, Karen, this one's for you. You would think it would be muscle memory on how to sign your name, but it's like I'll be in the middle of it and I like totally lose my brain, and I'm like, wait, what's my name? How do I spell it? So I have had to throw out about 20 of these. So I don't want to mess up while I'm live. But yes, possibilities. Don't be afraid to go after your dreams. That is a great one, Yolanda. And obviously something that is important to me and that I, talk about in the book and all of that. Angela says, every night was inspiring. The ripple effect reminded me of this amazing community and what you guys have done for you. So grateful. Thank you, Angela. Each chapter hits a different way, Julie says, for sure. And that's the thing that I can feel confident in saying about this book, and the feedback that I've gotten from people that have already read it, that got to read the advanced reader's copy, is just, it's going to hit you in all the feels, right? It's a feel-good book, and it's going to make you feel uplifted. It's going to, might make you cry. You might want to grab the tissues. It's going to make you laugh. It's going to give you a sense of purpose and belonging and just kind of all the feels. Oops, I just clicked out of the live. Come back. Y'all, these comments drive me crazy. Brenda can't wait to get her copy. She already pre-ordered. This one's for you, Brenda. Thank you. Tina says, I loved the connection and love you have for your sister and family in the beginning of your journey. Oh my goodness, yes. Could not do it without my family, and definitely without my sister. Such an important part of my whole bigger story and the whole, journey of Wilshire and journey of my life. It's not just about Wilshire, Hey, Janice. Barbara said she got so much out of the courage chapter. That is awesome. And it's a good one, but that can be a hard one, right? Like courage can be hard, but you got to do it, y'all. You got to do it, and you got to do it scared. Each night brought you some laughter, Carol said. Oh, that makes me happy. Doreen can't wait to get her book. She probably won't put it down, she said. I'm going to share something with you. We'll take a break here in a minute, and I've got a little something I want to read and just a little something I want to talk about that comes from the chapter about hope in hard times. And I shared a little bit. Well, it just depends on how long you guys have been here, whether you know this about me, but I've only talked about this really once publicly before. And then after I did, I never talked about it again. And it's just kind of a part of my life that, you know, I knew it had to be included in the book, but it felt raw and it felt vulnerable and real. And I wasn't sure how much of this part of my story would make it in the book. And, I see that you said, look, you've been following me since the kitchen table. Oh, Kim, thank you. Lori ordered, let's sign one for Lori and for Gail. And so, you know, I was like just a little bit going into it, struggling with like, how much do I share from that time, you know, etc. And so we're going back to 2017 Stacy, which is a very different version of Stacy than you see now. 2017 Stacy was going through some health struggles and was basically a medical mystery from 2017 through 2019 for a couple of years. And so I go into detail in the book about exactly what was going on with me, what ultimately I ended up getting diagnosed with after over 2 years, and just the toll that it took on me emotionally, physically. It was a really hard time in my life with these debilitating, I call them episodes, okay? They were facial episodes. That's all I'll say right now until you read, you know, the full thing, because it's kind of long to fully go into. But I want to read something from the book because two things happened. Well, multiple things happened during that time period, but two things that I want to share with you guys, because this was also the time that I started going live. And I talk a lot about that in the book and how I was being encouraged by a business coach and by people that were in my same space to, you got to go live. If you want to grow your business, if you want to grow your community, if you want to do this and this, you need to go live. And I was sitting there like, heck no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Not only because fear, right? Fear was stopping me. And remember, I told you I thought people would throw tomatoes at me and all of that, but also because I was having these debilitating episodes and I was scared, so scared that one of those would happen when I was live. And then on top of that, I don't know, y'all. There were just so many raw and real emotions. I was depressed. I was anxious. I mean, it was just everything combined into one. If you've ever walked any kind of medical anything, then I know you guys can relate to this and how it can just take a toll on your whole life. But the two things that I want to note is that number one, God protected me from ever having one of these facial episodes on a live video. And I cannot tell you how many times I would hit finish and I would finish the live and I would have one of these episodes, but never once did I have one of those while I was live. And that is God protecting me from what at that time was one of my biggest fears. And that gave me the courage to keep showing up. Now, even though back then I wasn't confident, I was scripted, I was still rehearsing what I was going to say in the shower. It didn't matter. I was doing it and I was showing up. The other thing that surprised me during that time is the hope that I found from going live and from this community and from several other things. But at a time when I was at one of my lowest points in life, I found hope in those hard times and in an unexpected way. And I can, without a shadow of a doubt, say that one decision that I made for my life to hit the go live button completely changed my life. And because God already knew my story, I believe that He protected me from what was one of my biggest fears at that time so that I would keep going, because He knew there was a bigger purpose here. Because I don't know what would have happened. At that time, I would have been so mortified if that would have happened on a live. I'd still be embarrassed. I still struggle with this to this day. I still have this condition that I'll tell you about. I'll tell you what I'm doing to keep it at bay. But anyways, even now, if I was to have one on a live, granted, I'm much more comfortable, but I would still be embarrassed. I would still feel like, oh my gosh, look away. Don't watch this happen. but he protected me from that because he knew that this is bigger and that there was a more to this story and more to my story and my journey. And so I just think that that is really cool. And you ordered for a special family member too, Janice. This one's for your special family member. Thank you. But is that not cool? Ooh, look, our stacks are getting a little bit more evenly stacked. We're getting there. We're making good progress. But I love that part of this story and that part of this journey. And again, you guys, I know not all of you are sitting there like, I need to go live. You don't have to relate it to my exact situation, but it's more like, what are you standing on the edge of? What are you standing that's holding you back because you're scared to do something? And looking at how that could quite literally change your life if you just let your guard down, do it scared, and look for the hope in the hard times that you might be going through. So I hope that you guys, yes, look where you are today, full of life, joy, hope, and inspiration. You're so comfortable now doing lives. Oh yeah, I mean, now I can flip on that camera any old day, any old time. I rarely get nervous before a live anymore. I get a little anxious. Like Tuesday night before we kicked off this whole thing, I was just anxious, and it was not like a nervous, what am I going to say? Just anxious and excited. I have like a random hair hanging in my face and it's tickling me. Get away. I think I got it. It just made me, excited, anxious. You know the feeling, right? But anyways, okay, let me pull this little piece out. I believe God brought you to me. I didn't realize at the time, but you brought so much joy and encouragement to my life. Thank you, Angela. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all are so sweet. Okay. Y'all, my glasses are dirty. I'm a Hot Mess Express. Welcome to the show. I'm still on my first marker, Becky, and it's still going strong, but I probably need to get a backup soon. Y'all, whatever. My glasses are dirty. It is what it is. Okay. So this is a little bit from Hope in Hard Times. Okay, so obviously we're talking about what I was going through, my health challenges, going live for the first time and, doing all of that. So, also, and I'm not sure if she is on here, but we're going to be reading one story from one of you all because obviously the book features community stories as well. So I hope that you guys love this part also. Okay. Over time, I started to laugh more, tell stories, make jokes, let my hot mess side show and everything in between. I was letting my guard down a little more each time I hit that go live button. But even as I started becoming more me, one huge thing was still happening in the background. Those episodes and my ongoing health struggles as I continued to face the true raw fear of having one while I was live. But you know what? God protected me from one of my greatest fears, and I never did have an episode on video. There were so many times I would literally hit the end button and have one right after, but he protected me from that happening publicly. No one who followed me even knew what I was going through at the time. I forgot to tell y'all that. Not one person knew. Only closest family and friends knew what I was going through. I was finding hope in hard times, and my community was supporting me in ways I never knew they could. This became so special to me because this little community I was slowly growing was healing me. They were helping me come out of my depression and helping me find a purpose again. And they didn't even have a clue how much they were helping me through this hard time in my life with the health struggles. Because again, no one except family and close friends knew about this battle I was fighting back then. I now know that behind the scenes, the same thing was happening for many other ladies in this community. They were being helped and lifted up during hard times too. Okay, there are some whose stories shared with me along the way and some who I just heard for the first time while collecting stories for this book. I love how God is always working in the background, even when we may not know it at the time. We may not ever know, and that's okay. There's so many people whose lives are being touched by you daily who may never speak it back to you. There are lives we are impacting without knowing we're doing so, and that is truly so special. I've encountered so many touching stories like this directly myself, and I would like to share a few with you. Lori L's story. I don't know if Lori's on here. I've always loved to decorate and craft, and when doing so, I'm in one of my happy places. In 2021, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. When you hear the C word, your whole life is turned upside down. I had surgery and my radiation started in November. I remember sitting there one day just lost in the fact that my life would never be the same. My kids, I thought, they still need a mom. Would I live to see my newborn grandbaby grow up? Would my new husband continue to love me? He didn't sign up to take care of me and withstand all the devastating side effects treatment can cause. All the same things were just swirling in my head. I was scrolling Facebook and a video of something from Wilshire Collections was in my feed. I don't even remember exactly what, but it involved Christmas. And Stacy was talking and explaining about Christmas being her favorite. I can't even tell you what she said. I just remember thinking I was meant to see this. I felt at peace. I felt like I liked her and she was relatable and I needed more of this in my life. So I binge stalked the Wilshire page. It wasn't even about the craft or video. It was something about her. I remember telling my husband, I think if Stacy and I lived closer to each other, we would really be friends. Every day for a month, I had radiation except on weekends and Thanksgiving Day. Radiation made me really tired, so I found that every day afterward, I would lie down and scroll the Wilshire page for the daily post. All these stories, y'all, I cannot even, anyways, tell you what they mean and how humbling it is. I still have to take meds for the cancer and will for some years to come, but that's okay. I've now been cancer-free for 4 years. Y'all tell Lori congratulations. I took Stacy's Decorating 101 class and then joined the Decorating and Creating community, and now she's a part of my daily life. I love to watch her go live, not only for the crafts and home tours and decorating, but everyone is so sweet and supportive. She truly makes you feel like you matter and are family. I love the fact that she allows prayer posts, and I also love the positive-only atmosphere. We need more of that in the world. I'm doing well now, but I'm telling you, thanks to the Wilshire family, I've made it through some hard times. And don't tell anyone, but she may have brought some of the Christmas magic back for me that day too. That's just one of the many, many, many powerful stories inside this book. And I know I have said this, and I'm sorry if I'm just repeating myself, but I know, gosh, this hair is driving me crazy. I know not everybody hears all the things, but so many of you guys submitted stories and I read each one. Each one touched my heart. They made me laugh. They made me smile. They made me cry. They made all the things. And it was hard to narrow it down and pick these stories. But I am telling you, I'm sure some of you watching this have battled cancer, or you know someone who has battled cancer, or any type of struggle, any type of hard time. It doesn't even have to be health related. But when I say you're going to see yourself over and over in the pages of this book, and you're going to feel encouraged, you're going to feel not alone. I truly feel that. And it's not just because of my story that I was able to write about my life and my journey, but it's because of women just like you and me who allowed me to share their stories in my first book, y'all. That is something that is just not lost on me, and it's very, very special. So I would love to know from you guys. We all have something, right, Carol? Amen. Amen. I would just love to know from you guys, and you can share or you can just drop a heart, right? If you have found hope in hard times here in this community, whether it's here on the main page, whether it's in the DC, whether it's at a live event, I mean, it doesn't matter. Whether it's getting your pillow every month, that could be something that brings you hope, brings you joy. Getting your printables, like whatever the case may be, share either an example or just drop a heart in the comments, because there's power in just knowing that we're not alone, right? And like I said, I show up here, I try and be positive, I try and spread joy, but there's always things going on behind the scenes. Now, granted, 2017 to 2019, until I finally got my diagnosis, were some of the most rough years since I have started Wilshire. But here I am on the other side of it because I kept showing up. I kept believing. I kept trusting that God has my story laid out for me. And I kept finding hope during those times that were hard. And I continue to have to do that. While some of my personal struggles right now in 2026 look different than they did then, it doesn't change the fact that there's still struggles there, right? I see y'all congratulating Lori. That is awesome. Thank you for doing that. I hope she sees this. I'll have to send her a message and tell her. Oh, there she is. Lori, I'm so glad you're on here and I could read your story. Lori, I'm signing one for you. Signing one in honor of you. Oops, hold on, y'all. I gotta make my S a little better. That's what happens when you leave the lid off. There we go. That is awesome. I'm so glad you're on here. And now I see all of your hearts coming through. You guys are so sweet. Thank you. Oh, I just don't know, y'all. I just don't know. I'm just in all the feels. I told Anthony today, I'm like, I feel so emotional. And he's like, what's wrong? I'm like, I don't know. I just feel emotional. Like, it's not a bad emotion. Like, it's just this overwhelming sense of happiness, humbleness, pride, joy, like all the feels, all the feels. Oh, Pam says, I changed your life when I shared about my weight loss journey. You've now lost over 100 pounds. Pam, that is amazing. And I mean, I knew that you had been on that journey and I know you shared that with me at the live event, but I am so proud of you. That was another one of those super, super, super vulnerable things that I shared about. Gosh, I don't even know. It's been over a year now since I did share that, but it helped so many people, right? It helped so many people because I stepped out in faith. I stepped out and did it scared. That probably is one of the most nervous times I've ever, had before a live, but I know that it helped so many people. So it's worth it, right? Oh, thank you, Chandra. Thank you. Thank you. Hold on. I'm gonna have to click over here because I can't see comments good. I gave birth to my book, right? That's why I'm so overcome with emotions. I just gave birth, y'all. I just gave birth. Don't go spreading rumors. No, guys, no babies over here. But this is my baby. You just happened to find my page and love my lives. Hold on. I gotta see your comment. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. And loved your lives. Then 3 years ago, your husband passed away and your lives in the community helped you through some hard times. Oh, Trish, I'm so glad we could be here for you in that way. Anybody else have a book on order? They want me to sign one in their honor? Let me know if I haven't called out your name yet. And then obviously, if you guys have not ordered, comment book. Or did I pin the link? No, I didn't. I didn't pin the link, but just comment book and it'll send the link to your messenger. Thank you, Doreen. Thank you. Thank you. Stacy, of knowing you've done something right. Good loving, caring, and hope you will continue to do that. Oh, thank you, Brenda. That is truly so kind. Yeah, I know it's just a big mixture of all those emotions and feels. Like it's not a bad emotional. Clearly, I'm not upset about anything. I just feel like at any moment I could bust into big tears, and I probably will. I probably will before the night is said and done, because these 6 days together have truly been so special, y'all. And, when the real impact is going to happen, though, is once you get the book in your hands and you're able to read it. And you think I got those anxious butterflies now, just wait until I know that you guys, these books are on the way to you and that soon you'll be getting them out of your mailbox and opening them up and reading them. Y'all, I'll be pacing these floors. Anthony gonna have to restrain me or something. He gonna have to put me in a little padded room and all the things. Angela arrived at the live event with deep depression, then went through your divorce. This community has been a blessing. Angela, we are here for you, and I'm so glad it's been a blessing. Karen pre-ordered. This one's for you, Karen. This one's, oops, I just marked on my table. It's fine. Y'all, our stacks are about even. So does that mean I'm halfway through? Oh, my Lanta, which I got time to sign them because obviously, you know, it'll be a few weeks before the books are ready to ship out to you guys. Shelly ordered. Hold on, Shelly. I got to see what you're saying. I'm going to sign one in your honor. She said she ordered the first night it was available. Could not wait to order. This page has brought a lot of joy to my life, especially during COVID. And then this past year after your husband passed in January. Oh, Shelly. This one is for Shelly. Shelly, Shelly, Shelly. What if I accidentally wrote Shelly instead of Stacy? Y'all, I'm losing my mind. So happy I found you through Brooke. You brought so much joy. Thank you, Janice. Thank you, Chandra. Can't wait to see you in 2 months. We're like almost exactly. Wait, is today the 20? No, tomorrow is the 23rd. So tomorrow we are absolutely. We are not absolutely. What's the word I'm looking for? Exactly. We are exactly 2 months away from Wilshire Live as of tomorrow. Oh, y'all, lots happening behind the scenes over here too for prepping and planning for that. So, but once I get through tonight and this, it's going to be full on live event prep and all the things. Hope I continue. Oh, I'm continuing, Barb. I ain't going anywhere. Y'all can't get rid of me this easy. That's for sure. That's for sure. Does anybody have any questions about anything we've talked about this week, about anything book related? This is bigger. Are you on the fence about ordering? If so, hop off because, you know, you only got till midnight, friends. The book will continue to be available or will be available again, but this is the end of the pre-order. So if you order before midnight tonight, hey Deb, this one's for you. If you order before midnight tonight, you will get the signed book plate sticker, plus you'll get an invite to our virtual book launch party once you guys have the books in hand. So every single person that pre-orders will get one of these signed for them and included with their book. And then if you missed it at the beginning, you can place it either on the back cover or the front cover of your book. So the live tonight, glad you asked, Lori. I thought I messed that up. It's at 6 p.m. Central. So I will be live again for our final night tonight, you guys. And tonight we are talking about purpose and faith and pivots. So y'all know last year was the year of the pivot for me, unfortunately. You know what? I don't even say unfortunately. Unfortunately and fortunately, which we'll get to that tonight because there were some real lessons that came out of the year of the pivot for me. So, but I'm excited to hang out with you guys more tonight and just wrap up this fun week together. I don't know that I've ever had a week. Have I ever had a week where I've gone live 6? Well, including this live, it's now 7 lives. Nope. I did a live in the DC on Tuesday. 8 lives this week, y'all. That's a lot for me. That's a lot. But I have thoroughly enjoyed each and every one. And just, again, so thankful to those that have showed up live. And I know a lot of you have shown up to all of them. And I see you. I see you and recognize you. And then a lot of you, like I said, are watching on replay and stuff. And it means the world, friends. It means the world. Goodness. I feel like I need a faster signature, but I want you to be able to read it. This is my signature. And it's always been my signature. But sometimes I'm like, you know how some people like do just like, but then you're like, what? I could have had my toddler do that. I don't have a toddler. But if I did, you know, so I just wanted you to be able to read it. But then sometimes I'm like, well, maybe I understand why people do the chicken scratch, you know? So anyways, friends, all right, we'll sign a few more of these. Then I'll hop off of here. Shoot, I just was going to say something and, you know, lost my train of thought. It is kind of hard to sign and think and use your brain at the same time, you know. Braining is hard. Braining is hard. Anybody else, before I go, if you pre-ordered and I haven't done one in your honor, let me know. Hey, Rosemary. Betsy, you got one for your best friend too. This one's for Betsy and her friend. We'll do 2 for Betsy and her friend. Let me see what else she's saying. Hold on, because it got cut off. Oops. You have 2 and 1 for your best friend. She's always giving something to. Also, you got an extra table runner. Aw, to give her mother. That's so sweet. That is so sweet. Hey, Daniel. Hello. That's awesome. Awesome. All right, that one's for Betsy's friend. You guys, y'all are so amazing. Simone pre-ordered. This one's for you, Simone. This one's for you. Thank you. Connie. This one's for you, Connie. I wish I could be playing my music right now as I do this. I would sit here till I got this stack done, but y'all probably don't want to sit here for that long. I probably won't get them all done today. Eventually my hand will start, cramping up and all that, but this is so fun though. I literally, Cloud 9, y'all. Cloud 9. I cannot wait for y'all to read this. You pre-ordered and you got 2. You got 1 for your sister. Okay, Rosemary. So this one's for you. In your honor, Rosemary. And then the next one is, yes, Betsy's doing her kindness challenge. Absolutely. This is for your friend. And then we'll do one for Tara. Oh, Lisa. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay. Sorry, Daniel. You had to go. At first, I thought that was innocent, but it's not. It's not. When they start, anytime somebody on Facebook starts telling you they're going to send you a private message, no, they're not. No, they're not. Hold on. Let me make sure that this worked. I mean, at first I was like, okay, there's some dude on here with a craft page watching me, but then I quickly realized that is not the case. So Daniel had to be banned. That's all right, Daniel. We're going to pray for you. We're going to pray for you. Okay, let's see. Lisa has ordered 3 so far. Okay, let's sign 3 for Lisa and probably whoever she's gifting those to. Lisa, you are amazing. Wait, you're the Lisa Scott who's in the book, right? There's not 2 of them, right? Lisa, cannot wait for people to read your story. We got a couple Lisas featured in the book. A couple of you. Yeah, bye, Daniel, right? Like, at first I was like, okay, cool. But then I was like, no, Daniel is a troll. Daniel is a troll, and trolls gotta go. Oh my gosh, Patricia ordered for herself, 2 daughters, and wait a minute, y'all are so kind. Patricia, I'm signing this one for you. This one's for you, Patricia. And then 2 daughters. So let's do in honor of her 2 daughters. Oh, that's so sweet. Are y'all doing the kindness challenge? Are you getting some for friends? I love that. I love that. If that's what's happening here, that's amazing. So that was the 2 daughters and now 2 friends. Holy cannoli, Patricia. You are awesome. You're rivaling my dad who ordered 12 books. He's going to be passing them out to his Sunday school class. I shared that yesterday, but he said he was going to share that or pass them out to some people in their Sunday school. Of course, a couple copies for, him and my mom and whatever, but pass them out at their Sunday school class under the condition that whoever he gave them to would then pass it along after the fact to somebody that, that they thought could use the book too or whatever. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's actually the sweetest thing ever. And it made me cry when he told me that. So, you're welcome, Chandra. I was like, what is happening? Joyce pre-ordered one for you and one for your sister for her birthday surprise. That is so sweet. Okay, I'm going to sign this one for you, Joyce. That one's in honor of you. And then this next one is for your sister. How sweet. You guys are being so sweet. sweet. You guys must have some special people in your life. I love that. I know. I love that my dad's going to pass them out in Sunday school. I mean, truly, that is just, he didn't have to do that. You know, I didn't tell him to do that. Definitely didn't ask him to do that, you know, and just the fact that he kind of thought of that on his own just truly means the world to me. Tracy just shared so others can be blessed. Thank you, thank you. Hold on, let's see. Wendy ordered one for you and one for a good friend. Are y'all doing this just now, or is this, did you do this prior to today? You guys are so stinking sweet. I really think too, you know, even more so once you get the book in your hands and you're able to read it, you're going to think of a lot of people that you know in your life that could relate to it and benefit from it. So I'm excited to see that. You love how I share my parents with you. I know, they're the sweetest. They are literally the most supportive, just sweetest. And I have to say this. Oh, shoot, I'll probably cry. And then we'll probably end on this because then I might need to go cry. If y'all have heard me talk about my grandmother, Mir, she was so proud of all of her grandkids. But when I, you know, was doing Wilshire, and especially as it started, ordering 2 more, one for your daughter, one for a co-worker, Doreen. Okay, I'm going to sign 2 for you guys. When I was starting to grow online, she was just blown away by all of this. And she would call me, my middle name is Michelle. She's one of the few people. Stacy Michelle, I was on your face. She would either call it my Facebook channel or my program. I was watching your program. Sometimes she'd even call it a television program. I was watching your television program. And did you know that someone from Idaho commented on your things? And I'm like, I know. She's like, well, how did they find you in Texas or what? She was always just, you know, that generation. Obviously, they don't understand the internet, the power of the internet as much, but she was always blown away by the community and by, you know, just the whatever. But anyway, she was so proud. And she's mentioned several times throughout the book, but there is a special little thing in the conclusion of the book that I actually added after the fact. Like, I had to go back to the editing team because I had such a vivid dream one night with her in it. And I just know she is looking down and is just so proud, not only of this book, but just of this entire community and of the ladies who were brave enough to share their stories in the book. And I just know she's so, so proud. And so, anyways, I felt so like convicted to add this part to the book. And so I had to email them and I'm like, hi, like, I know that we're done with edits, but I really, really, really would love to include this part at the end. And they graciously allowed me to make further edits to include it. So I can't wait for you guys to read that, but I feel like I have just felt her presence so much this week, and I can just see her being like, Stacy Michelle, did you know that somebody from Michigan ordered your book? Like, she was in her 90s, you guys, and she was on Facebook, and she was watching all of this and observing all of this, and it's just really cool, and I wish she was here to see it all in person, but I know she's watching, smiling down, so... You remember when I waved to her from the window during COVID? Yes. Oh my gosh. Look, y'all. Okay. Our signed stack. Oops. I'm getting a moment. Our signed stack is now bigger than our not signed stack. Still got some work to do because you guys are amazing. I mean, hello. This is all because of you guys. Every single part of this is because of you guys. Everything, 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 everything. I know this book has my name on the cover, right? I wrote the book, but I also know it has pieces of all of us on the inside. And that is what I cannot wait for you to to see and to be a part of. So I hope you will pre-order your book before midnight tonight if you haven't already. Grab one for a friend, for a sister, for a coworker, for your Sunday school class, for your book club, for your whoever, because truly this is going to be so special to so many people. I believe that with my heart. I believe it with every little fiber of my being. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. This was so fun. I am going to get off of here for now, but I'll see you guys in 2 hours, 6 o'clock Central. I'll be back in the office for night 6 of This Is Bigger Book Party Week. I'm going to need a massage. You know what? I'm going to get a pedicure for sure this week because it's time, but I don't normally get manicures because I do the press on nails, but I could definitely use a little, you know how they massage your hands when you get a manicure, so maybe I'll treat myself to that too. Oh, Janice, I'm so honored to have you in the book and have you be a part of the story. You know you're a big part of my journey in general, and so to have you in the book too is just truly so special to me. This is bigger, Janice says. The other Janice, yes, this is bigger. Every single bit of this is bigger, and I cannot wait for you guys to get it. So thank you, and I'll see you in a couple hours. Bye, friends.